nice fish. I'll go.
So we're fishing here in South Florida in the fall this morning. We're fishing the 3D Inshore TopKnock pencil. And the key for fishing these baits is keeping it really tight to structure. So whether it's docks or seawalls, you want to keep the bait within 6 inches or a foot of those pieces of structure, because those are ambush points for snook and jacks to pin, mullet up against the seawall, or to sit underneath the dock and wait for them to come onto that shadow line and then just explode on them right there. So you get some awesome bites. It's really visual, but the key is to position your boat to where you can make a long cast and cover a long distance of a quality piece of structure. So within 6 inches of that seawall, all the way down the seawall. So you're throwing parallel to the seawall and working it all the way down. Same thing with the dock. You can also skip it under the docks or shoot it under the docks, working it down the edge of the dock on the up current side. So the bait's swinging into the shadow line is perfect. And that's how we got bites this morning. And that's how you can get a lot of bites when you're fishing pencil baits, especially around the mullet run. Chasing the mullet all up and down the beach or all up and down the intercoastal gets old. You want to find somewhere where the fish are going to set up and wait for the bait to come to them, and then target those pieces of structure and keep it really tight to the structure. There she is.
Woo! Nice fish, Chris.
On the brand new pearl color. So
wow.
Yeah, that was a cool bite. So we're just plugging seawalls. It's a little bit of a darker fish. It probably lives back here, but really nice fish.
Thick.
Smacked the shit out of that 3D Inshore TopKnock pencil. This is a 5-inch. I'm glad I had the little bit bigger rod, a little bit bigger profile bait. She was all over it. That was a cool bite. So a general all-around setup for throwing topwater pencil bait is, I've got a light tackle, relatively light rod, relatively light reel, 30-pound braid. If you're in different circumstances, you can drop down to 20, even 15 or 10. But for me, because we're fishing around structure, I've got 30-pound braid. I've got 40-pound leader because we're catching snook. If you're just fishing for reds or sea trout, you can drop down your leader size. But for snook, I like to keep it at 40-pound in case, you get a bigger fish that chokes the plug. You don't get frayed off right away. But one of the real keys is to minimize your terminal tackle. So this rig is very simple. We got our 30-pound braid to our 40-pound fluoro, and that's I double the braid for about 5 inches before the knot, and then I tie a really simple uni to uni. That way you have no swivel, you have no terminal tackle, and I use a relatively short piece of fluoro because the fluoro sinks. So I don't want a long piece of it that weighs down the front of the bait. And also it just makes it easier to make those pinpoint accurate casts right up against seawalls, right in the corner of docks where you're gonna get bites. So keep it simple, quality fluorocarbon. This is Yo-Zuri Super Fluoro, 40-pound, quality braided line, Yo-Zuri 30-pound super braid, no terminal tackle, short leader, tighten your drag down a little bit, and that's your basic setup. Real simple. You're ready to go fishing.
Oh, there he is.
So they started spooking those baits. It is a jack. Thing about topwaters is, that was a really cool bite. That was a hell of a bite, and it's just a 2-pound jack. So you don't know when you throw up in there if you're gonna get one of these, another 32-inch snook, a trophy snook, 40-pound jack. Once in a while you get a tarpon bite, you get a still shot. This is the new color, so this is a pearl pattern in the TopKnock pencil. This actually isn't a painted bait at all. The pearl is actually built into the plastic before it's poured. It's mixed into the liquid plastic before it goes into the mold. So I caught several snook and jacks on both of these this morning, and you can't notice any paint missing at all off of them. So this is a new color, actually a little technically debut at ICAST 2025, but keep an eye out on the market for it. It'll be out probably sometime in the late spring. We make 2 sizes in it, a 4 and a 5-inch. Both of them have a 1-knot cadence rattle, extremely easy to walk, and come with great hooks. You won't find a better pencil bait on the market for under $10 anywhere. Be sure to like and subscribe because we're going to be bringing content to you on a weekly basis for both fresh and saltwater to show you the quality of our products, how to use them, and how to make yourself a better fisherman by picking up Yo-Zuri line and lures. Go and pick them up, like and subscribe, fish the best, fish Yo-Zuri.